Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Welcome to another podcast. Here we go again. Sorry if at any point you can hear purring. I'll just show the camera. We have our mum and dad's cat. I'm cat sitting whilst they're on holiday.
Just flopped down.
Yeah. This is the bravest he's ever been. He's in the lounge with the dog. The dog is at our feet, so he's learning. I mean, he is 16 years old, so he is literally our childhood.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't even look 16.
No, he's our childhood cat. So he's a very sweet boy, but if you can hear purring, it's just Chip. Anyway, roll the intro.
Hello, and welcome to Confetti Conversations,
The podcast where me and my sister talk all things weddings, wedding planning, and married life. Okay, so we're back from holiday.
Yep.
We had a lovely time.
Yep.
Plenty of mojitos were drank.
No alcohol mojitos. Mojito sin alcohol.
Yeah, and pina colada sin alcohol.
They were good.
Yeah, you had a few no alcohol drinks.
And lots of Fanta lemon.
Lots of Fanta lemon. I actually didn't have a single Fanta lemon, which is bizarre. I actually drink more Fanta orange. You'd always have lemon.
Fanta naranja.
I'd always have orange. But yeah, didn't have a single one.
Different abroad.
I sort of preferred diet. I just was in the mood for like Coke Zero and...
Well, that's what Mum and Dad had also bought us.
Yeah, and I had mojitos, wine, beers. Yeah, we had a wonderful time. We literally did nothing, and I don't actually know the last time I did nothing. We did nothing. We drank food.
We drank food. No, we still have our teeth.
I just need to move the dog. Sorry. No, we didn't drink food. We ate food. We drank. We were merry and happy and just had a lovely time, didn't we?
It was great. Loved it.
So yeah, now we're back to reality.
Back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Back to wedding planning.
Uh-huh.
Really
Actually, I know why I'm being sad about it. I've had a good week.
I was looking at your tick list actually earlier because I got a notification that you changed something on it. And you actually, a lot of it has been ticked off. Mm-hmm. It's really not that bad.
No, I think I just need like a day doing the stuff.
Yeah.
Like I've created everything.
Yeah, you just need
to do.
Yeah.
Which it really won't take long.
No.
And like I've had all the final payments come through. I've had the big like questionnaire from my photographer, like shot lists, who's my contact, who's going to be helping her, like gathered people together. And I text the two people from the bridal party today to be like, this is the job role I want you to do.
Yeah.
So I text Netball Charlotte, or Home Charlotte.
Yeah.
And Ryan.
Nice.
Knowing them both.
Nice.
They are both like sports people, quite happy to shout at a crowd.
Yeah.
And say, hi.
Charlotte will do really well
Uncle
at that job.
Peter!
Yeah, Charlotte will do really well at that job.
Yeah. She was like, give me a clipboard. I was like, I don't think you need a clipboard, but I can provide you with one if you want.
Well, you just need to make sure that she has the shot list as well so that she knows what's up next so she can line people up.
Yeah.
For like efficiency purposes.
Yeah.
I mean, my photographer, we were quite lucky in the end. We ended up just being gathered in the church because we had no other option. We didn't have anybody to do that because we were all in the church.
It was fine. Yeah, it was actually fine.
Actually it worked out really well.
Yeah, whereas for ours, when we do group shots, we could be quite spread out.
Well, because I don't know where because you have like 4 drinks receptions. Mm-hmm. But when we went to the wedding there,
yeah,
they had first drinks reception was like on the lawn.
Yeah.
And so it's quite a vast area.
Yeah.
So if you're having photos straight after your ceremony,
yeah,
then that would be difficult to sort of gather everyone together.
As is different to how we did it before because of where we're getting married compared to because they got married on site. We're in the church, which is still on site. Right,
but it's the other side of the building, so you're going straight into the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that actually.
That bit first, then up to the lawn and the white garden.
Right.
So it depends where people are, whether they're mingling and looking round that bit.
Yeah.
Or looking around that bit.
Yeah.
Or if we're going to be in the middle.
Yeah.
So that's why it will need
Then that makes sense.
Some coordination.
Yeah, that does make sense. And also, it's just easy for the.
Is it 27 Dresses? Oh no, I'm not thinking 27 Dresses. The Princess Diaries. You know, the lady who coordinates everything and organises with a headpiece in.
A headpiece, yeah.
That'd be like Charlotte.
Yeah, I mean, she would. You could buy her a headpiece.
I could buy her
attached to
and
nothing.
She would do it.
Like, it literally would be attached to nothing, but
yeah, she would still do it.
She'd just still wear
so
it
that was
for the fun of it.
Productive. We had our catering meetings. That's all signed off.
We've sorted the dog.
I've texted the groomsman who's going to have the dog whilst we're doing the photos, so he knows his job role.
Yeah, so my friend is having dog sitting for us.
Absolute legend.
And she said that she will bring the dogs. And she said, I just want to be part of the day.
She's such a legend.
Yeah.
She's so nice.
So that's lovely. So
2 of Phil's friends have been absolute heroes for me by obviously one having the dog and the other's my hairdresser.
Yeah.
So it's just nice that I'm using people that, not using people, but Ruby doesn't tend to do wedding hair.
No.
But she's doing it for you/me.
Yeah.
And Lara's not a dog sitter. She's doing it to be a kind human.
Yeah. She just offered, yeah. She texted me when you put a post out on Facebook. She just texted me saying, God, I'll have them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Bless you.
Sam just sneezed. Anyway, we're not talking about...
we did a catch-up last time.
Yeah. Today, we were going to talk about ways to make your wedding more personal.
The bits.
The fluffy bits, as Hayley texts me saying. Let's talk about the fluffy bits. So there's loads of different ways to make your wedding more personal. And I think, to be honest with you, the things that make it more personal are the things that make it.
And when we say personal, we don't necessarily mean personalised.
No.
That's what I wanted to stress.
Yeah.
It's the little things that are, that's so Phil and Sam, or that's so Hayley and Ellis, that maybe your aunts and uncles might not get.
Yeah.
But your best friends will.
Yeah.
Or all the people who are in on that joke or that memory.
Yeah.
They'll get it.
Yeah.
So,
but I probably wouldn't do inside jokes.
No, but I was going to go through the whole day, but we'll talk about the one of yours. And it's been on the photos we've posted of Phil's wedding before. Above Phil's top table, she had a neon sign that she made.
Yeah. And
it said 5 ever and always. We know as family and close friends know that they always say 5 ever because it's longer than 4.
Yeah.
We know that. But other people will be like, Phil spelt 4 wrong.
The amount of people that said to me, you know, you've spelt 4 wrong.
Yeah.
And I said...
Even the wedding coordinator, didn't it? They say something.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people, probably knew that it was intentionally meant to say 5 ever. But it was... Because, I really ummed and ahed about doing it.
I love it.
Because I thought I was always going to do a neon sign. And that was a non-negotiable for me. And I wanted it to be personalised, but I didn't want it to be, I love these neon signs. I FaceTimed you today when I was in the range. I love the ones that say, let's celebrate, better together, establish 2025. I love those neon signs. But I really wanted something that was just me and Sam. I was either going to do our names.
Thought of that, you would have done one of the others.
I probably would have done Philippa and Sam.
Yeah.
Or Mr. and Mrs. Haig.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love the idea of it. Or I would have done one of our songs or something like that.
Yeah.
But when I said it to Sam, I was like, I'm considering doing this for the neon sign. And he was like, yeah. 100%,
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I was like, yeah, but do you think people are going to ask us questions? And he was like, don't care.
Yeah, and I agree with that. There's things like that I want to do or have done that are just for us.
Yeah.
It's our day, it's your day at the end of it. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I knew I wanted my neon sign in my house somewhere. It's above our bed. And it had to be personal. It had to be something that I really wanted. And I think I would have been disappointed if I'd have just made one because it's very me to make a neon sign.
Yeah.
It's very me to just not buy one. So if I'm going through the effort to make it, I might as well make it super personal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that's one thing that's it is super, super personal.
Yeah.
It would still be personal if it said the Haigs or Mr. and Mrs. Haig or whatever.
Yeah.
But it is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through the day of how we can make it personal.
Yeah.
even like getting ready.
Yeah.
What would you?
So I did everybody, all my bridesmaids, I did like a bag with things that mostly it was stuff that I thought they would need on the day. So like a purse, a handbag, with their names on it, a key ring, which wasn't for the day. I just liked the idea of it.
Yeah.
Bracelets with their initial on it, like all kind of stuff like that. So I made everybody a very personal bag of stuff. It doesn't have to be like that. I think it does, like you said, it doesn't have to be personalized, but it could just be something like their favorite lip gloss or their favorite something that is sentimental to them or to you, or a photo of the two of you together.
I like doing cards.
Yeah.
Or like a message, a letter, whatever it is.
Yeah. I don't think I did anything like that for them. You did
for our proposal thing.
Yeah, I did for the proposals. I did cards for all the parents. So like I did a card for my mom and my dad, and then
did you do them separately?
Yeah. And then I think because they had separate gifts.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I did one for Sam's mom and dad, and then Sam did one for my mom and dad. I can't remember. And then me and Sam also wrote each other letters the morning of, which I would highly recommend, because it's just like that personal, like that moment that you have almost with them.
But not with them.
Before you get married, because it's like those sort of final words to each other before you get married, like before you see each other at the top of the altar, so at the top of the altar, at the altar.
Sam just stood on the altar.
At the top of the church, yeah. So I would really recommend writing a letter to each other, because it was really lovely. I did hangers for everybody's dresses.
Yeah.
That was more for like the photos. I just think it looks cool with everybody's dresses on the hangers. I think that was it, really.
Like the classic, like we had pajamas.
Yeah, you had pajamas. I mean,
dressing gown.
I should have just done dressing gowns.
Yeah.
But the photos do look cool. I think if everybody, because some people were in leggings, some people were in pajamas. Like
the only reason I think people were in different things is because they just didn't fit. Like me and Emma would have worn them.
Yeah.
But they did not accommodate for a boob.
No, not at all. But what I mean is, like, I didn't mind that people had like a vest top on and the shorts, but it's like the trousers out of the robes.
Yeah.
Whereas like there is a photo of us all in our robes, and it's really lovely.
Yeah.
So I do love that photo. It's not necessary at all.
No.
But for the aesthetic purposes of the photos, if you care about that, then I would really recommend
it's
getting
nice.
I bought mom and my mother-in-law a robe as well, but they weren't with us. I just wanted to give them
something.
Yeah, something nice, is like they could wear it if they wanted to.
It's one of those things I've heard on the Unfiltered Bride. They talk about it like a silk pajama is still a thing, but what else do you have that looks like cohesive? In photos, you could do other forms of pajamas. You could do like, because originally we were getting married in October, I was thinking of getting like a lounge suit, like joggers and a top.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I was to do it again, I would do cotton, not silk.
Yeah.
Because they just would be, I'd probably still do a silk robe, but I would do cotton pajamas, like a little t-shirt and some shorts.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do the silk pajamas again, because they're not useful, whereas cotton pajamas would be useful and people would wear them.
I prefer silk pajamas.
I still wear my wedding pajamas, but if they're not good quality silk, they're not really that nice.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's personal, isn't it? It depends what you want. But I think if I were to do it again, I probably would do cotton. But I love the look of the silk, so I do think it still works. I do think it's still in, but it's just personal preference.
Yeah. It's literally for a photo, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's just so that one photo of you all, like, I didn't really care about the getting ready photos. Everybody was just sort of wearing whatever they were wearing, and that didn't bother me at all.
I think by the time photographers actually arrive, you've done most of your getting ready anyway.
Yeah, our photographer, well, she was actually at the venue before us. because we were like a couple of minutes late because she started at 9. So we got to
She starts early. I think ours doesn't start till 10, half 10.
Yeah. Ours started at 9. She started at 9, finished at 9.
Yeah, we've got less hours. I know we've got that.
She did 12 hours.
I think we've added an extra hour. So the package was 10. I think we've added to 11.
Yeah. So she did 9 till 9 because our first dance was at 8. So she did a bit whilst we were dancing, and that was it. That's all we really needed. Same with our videographer, although he came a little bit later, but he must have done like 9:30 till, I think he ended up going at 9 as well. He was there like not a lot later than she was.
But clever how they capture it. Like the first hour of dancing is the best bit anyway, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and really all they need to capture is straight after the first dance, because that's when everybody's on the dance floor. And you just capture the first few songs after the dance, and then like you don't need them after that.
No.
But yeah.
Okay, back to personal stuff.
Yeah, so obviously I'd made all the bouquets and the buttonholes and all that kind of stuff. We did personalise stuff for the boys as well, so they all had a bag with a hip flask. I did them all socks because I really wanted them all to wear navy socks, and I was really worried that some of them wouldn't, so I just eliminated that and made them all socks with like groomsman, because I know ushers is British, but I don't like ushers. I prefer groomsmen
now.
So like father of the bride, father of the groom. So that was just to make sure they all had the same thing. And then they all had cufflinks and a key ring and a bottle opener, stuff like that. But they did actually fill up their hip flasks.
Yeah, they did.
And like had them with them. So it was, it was a really lovely sort of touch doing it that way. But that was sort of our first personal thing, was like our gifts to everybody for arriving. But then also you did me a book from my hen do as a gift. I think you gave that to me the night before. And then one of my other bridesmaids, she did me a photo book from the hen do.
Yeah.
So that was lovely. That was like sort of keepsakes that I was given, which is nice. Oh, and you also did like a 5-day countdown of presents.
Yeah.
Like a face mask.
Is it only 5? I definitely meant to do more when I clearly had left it later than I intended.
It was 5. Well, no, but 5 was perfect.
This doesn't need to be any more.
No,
but 5, I definitely intended more.
5 was perfect. I think you did a face mask, a body cream, a foot cream.
Yeah, just little bits.
And they all had a little note that was like to keep you, to keep your skin looking good, like all this kind of stuff. So that was really nice. That's another way, as like if you're not obviously the bride, to sort of do cute things like that. Then the ceremony. So we had the song that we chose was like one of those organ, as I walk in, sorry. It's one of those organ songs, like that they start with the do 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 do. Yeah,
Canon D. I've listened to that.
Yeah.
So much the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. So it started like that, and then it went into All of You by John Legend.
All of Me.
All of Me.
All of me loves.
Yeah, that one. Anyway, so we did that one.
So, this is completely me. You might want to cut it out anyway. But did Andy do that?
No.
He put it, or you found it?
No, I found the composer.
Yeah.
Who'd done it. Like I think I just YouTubed it, then found the composer, and then searched for them.
The music
on a music rights.
Yeah, I haven't found mine together. That's the problem.
Yeah, so I just found it on a music rights, a music sheet
music website.
Yeah.
And I found 2 versions of mine, but I need them to tell me which one to get.
Yeah, and then we also had another one when we walked back down the aisle, and that was Elvis. I can't stop falling in love with you.
Yeah.
So that those were like ways of just making the songs a bit more about us.
Ellis really wants "They Doc the Priest." Like what the royals walk out of the church to, like the big song.
Well, have that then.
Our aisle is about as far as me and you.
Yeah, but it's not just you and Ellis walking out.
No, I know. It's
the whole of the congregation have got to walk out as well.
Yeah, no, it still wouldn't take long in that church.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because they can carry on playing and the music will follow you out.
Yeah. I think I'll just laugh.
Well, that's fine. It doesn't have to be serious. It doesn't have to be this really like afterwards.
Yeah.
It does. I think Hayley's struggling to find her music, basically. And I think
I cry at most of them.
But which is fine, but and if you cry when you hear it, you cry when you hear it.
Yeah.
Like I think you're putting pressure on yourself for it to.
No, do you know what it is? I thought you had Andy do yours, who Mom would know and speak to.
Yeah, no.
Whereas I don't know who, but I don't know who's doing the organ for us.
I didn't.
But I thought you did.
No,
and
I
think
didn't.
That's why I'm struggling.
And he struggled with it. He struggled with it because we went to a choir practice the week before because we were told to go, and he was then going to practice it there with us. And he'd been sent the music and he was going to do it, and he just went, "Oh, I can't do it. I'm not doing it."
He just not practiced?
No. And on the day, it was a bit clunky, but it is what
I didn't notice.
No, it is what it is. And I think, the music isn't... I mean, for some people, obviously, if you're big music people and, music is your thing, then, yeah, I think you need to make sure that it is perfect. But if it's not your thing and music is just something that you're like, I love music, but I'm not like, oh my God, I'm obsessed. Like me, I don't really... I love music and I appreciate music, but I'm not gonna... I don't care enough to make sure that it's this thing, we walk down on this moment and this happens at this time. I don't really care, but I think so long as, if Ellis wants Zadok the priest, then why not? If there's no other option, don't think about the church and think, oh, it's silly to have such a big grand song in a little church. If that's what you want, have it.
There you go, Elle. You've got it.
But if you don't want it, and it's
I like it.
It's a discussion between the two of you whether it's something that will suit you.
It's the most Ellis organ song you could probably think of.
Have it?
Yeah.
If that's what he wants and that's going to make him happy and that's going to bring you joy when you walk back down the aisle, do it. It doesn't matter about the fact that it's a smaller church and a massive song.
True.
I think that's the thing about making it personal, is it has to relate to you and it has to be relevant to you. If you're trying to do something because you think that it will work and you're doing it because TikTok has said to do it, you're doing it because other people have done it at their weddings, it's not going to feel personal, it's going to feel forced. If you're doing something because you genuinely love it and you want it to be that way, then I think it's perfect.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. So pick the music that you want is what I'm saying. Then with the what's the rest of the ceremonies?
So it depends how you're doing it. So if you're doing a celebrant or registrar compared to church, celebrant registrar, you can have so many celebrant more. Yeah. You can have more personal things, people speaking.
Yeah.
Poems.
You can even have a friend or family member be a celebrant.
Yeah, anyone can do it, but those celebrant-led ceremonies do look really...
Yeah.
They're just completely personal.
Oh, completely.
You can have exactly what you want, have it said how you want. Yeah. Music as you want. Registrar, you're limited because you can't have certain music. You can't have anything religious. You can't have any... you could have a religious reading in a celebrant-led ceremony, but you can't have that in a registrar.
No.
Anything related to religion. You couldn't have a primary school hymn if that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
But you could in a celebrant.
Yeah.
Anything like that. You can literally, a celebrant, you make it as personal as you want.
Yeah.
The vows is a massive way to make it personal.
Well, you can write your own vows, can't you?
Yeah, exactly.
With a celebrant.
Yeah.
Whereas a church and
I think in a registrar you can have, you can say something.
But you have to say
the official vows. But you still have to do the official vows, yeah.
Because with a celebrant...
It's not a legal marriage.
No. Yeah, a celebrant isn't a legal marriage, so you will have to have done a legal marriage either before or after the day.
Yeah.
Whereas a registrar in a church wedding is legal. Yeah. So therefore you will get married at that moment, whereas a celebrant, you've previously got married or you're getting married later. And like some people, like it happens a lot when you go abroad. You have to get married first in the UK and then you can go abroad and have like a blessing, I guess.
Yeah.
Or a celebrant ceremony.
It's still like a service, if you like.
Yeah, it's exactly the same in terms of format and all that kind of stuff as like a registrar or a church. It's just not legal.
Yeah. But that can literally be the most personal thing.
Oh yeah,
ever.
you can make that so personal.
Yeah.
Whereas there isn't as much scope in a registrar wedding or a church wedding.
I actually think, sorry to interrupt, a church wedding can be more personalised, not necessarily personal, but personalised than a registrar wedding, because you can choose any reading.
Yeah.
And again, in church weddings, you don't necessarily have to have a religious reading.
No.
They like you to have one, the sermon, the vicar can, if they want to learn more about you or things you want, they can talk about that. Your hymns, you can choose any hymn that you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily need to be a hymn. So as long as not all churches will agree to that, and all vicars will agree to that, but you don't necessarily have to have religious hymns. You can have other songs to walk down the aisle to, whilst you're signing the register. Like all of that stuff can be made more personal.
Yeah.
Compared to a registrar, which is quite short, the ceremony. That's partly why.
Yeah.
Whereas a church one is a bit longer.
But you can, like with a registrar, so for example, my sister-in-law and her husband chose to have literally the shortest wedding ceremony they could have. So they took out everything.
Did they?
All the readings, all the extra bits. They literally had like a welcome, vows, something else, sign the register, done. Because they're not the sort of people that like want to be in front of people. So that to them was their worst nightmare. So they just wanted the shortest ceremony that they could have so that they could get married and then carry on with the day.
Yeah, I love it.
So you can tailor the ceremonies to yourself and sort of have them the way you want, but obviously within reason when there's like a legal element to it that has to be done.
Yeah.
Then you've got like an order of service. You don't have to do an order of service, I don't think, for like a registrar wedding, because there isn't like really hymns or anything. But like with a church wedding, because there's normally hymns,
and prayers
and stuff, to have an order of service, just kind of people can follow it sort of through.
Someone told me the other day, and we'll see what you think. They had the order of service at the door was a QR code. And you scanned it and you had the order of service on your phone.
Personally, I wouldn't want everybody looking at phones.
Same. That's and my friend who's told me this is coming to the wedding, and she was like, I don't think you should have phones in your ceremony. And I was like, no, I don't want phones. I want everyone to just enjoy it. Enjoy being in a lovely place.
Because you're looking at the order of service and someone texts you and then you reply to a text and then you've gone onto Instagram and then next thing you know, you've not concentrated and 10 minutes have gone by.
Yeah.
So I just personally, no, I wouldn't want to see a bride and groom holding a phone either.
Yeah, that's so true. I hadn't thought of that.
And I just think like for photo reasons, like for me, mine was sage green, which went with the colour scheme. So when you like looked out, you could just see like
the green. Yeah,
the green. But I also added into mine, so I put my confetti into individual packages, and that was in the order of service. And my confetti, this is another way of making it personal, was Harry Potter books that I'd hole punched with a heart hole punch. So one of Sam's favourite films is Harry Potter. He's never read the book, which is ridiculous, but he doesn't read. Don't know if he can read. I'm joking. He can read. But he loves Harry Potter. And that was one way of... Nobody knew. Nobody would have known. I didn't write anywhere like a Harry Potter quote. I was going to put a Harry Potter quote on the front of the packet. But like, it's really hard to find a Harry Potter quote about love that's not the like the Snape talking about Lily quote. Like, it just was never really going to work, and I just decided to leave it. But we knew, like it was a personal thing for us. And then we had little personalised bags that I'd made, all these bags, which were a nightmare to make, but I made them anyway. And then I did a tissue with a little bit of paper wrapped around it that says "For Your Happy Tears."
Yeah.
Which I really love. Like, I think if you can do it, I would do it.
It wasn't hard.
Because it was so easy, so cheap. I literally printed on paper, "For Your Happy Tears," Sam and Philippa, 6th of the 5th, 2023.
Yeah.
And then cut it out with a guillotine, wrapped it round, and with one of those, you know, like the glue things, it looks like a little Tipex mouse.
Yeah, I remember you buying those.
Use one of those and just like sealed it, and it took me no time at all. I sat watching the telly doing it, and like it was so effective. Like, you opened the order of service, there was a little pocket with a packet of confetti and a little tissue in it, and it just looked so good.
I think I might do that.
I would do it because what you could do is glue dot it to the inside of your order of service. Because you're having confetti in a basket, so you don't need both of them. So I would just like glue dot a little tissue.
Yeah.
Because you can put them in, lots of people get them in little packets, so you can order, I'm sure it wouldn't cost a lot of money, order like my confetti packets, but smaller for tissues.
Yeah. Did you just not have them only the tissue wrapped round?
I just had a piece of paper wrapped around them, they weren't individually wrapped.
Yeah, but it was only like, it was a thin piece of paper.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Yeah, it was really easy. But it just was like, I just had that. It was just another little added thing.
Yeah, I like that. Just thinking other things of a church you can do, or a ceremony.
Oh God, I'm sure there's loads.
There's probably so much more. I was thinking of one that's gone out of my head.
Well, I was thinking like readings, like we've said. Yeah. Obviously getting friends and family members to do readings. Sometimes a readings is a really nice thing to give somebody who you really like care about and you want involved in the day, but you don't necessarily, you wouldn't put them in a bridal party.
Yeah.
So like a really, really good friend, but you wouldn't necessarily have them as a bridesmaid or a groomsman, but you want them to be part of the day.
Yeah.
So then you would give them the sort of a reading.
Yeah. That's definitely a good one.
Or having a friend sing a song at the ceremony.
Yeah. Music is an easy way to make it personal, whether that's church or registrar or whatever. Any song that's it doesn't matter what it means to anyone else.
No,
it's just for you guys.
And that's I think when you're looking at personalisation and the things that you're adding into your wedding, so long as it makes sense to you two, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it doesn't mean everything has to be done on a Cricut, but that's not what we're saying.
No, God no. I mean, I did do everything on a Cricut, but so long as you are happy, like, and you have everything that you want that means things to you, that I think that's the most important part of it.
I agree.
I think you just have to be wary that you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for other people.
Yeah. And that's, I think, a pitfall of a lot of brides and grooms. And I got to that point a few weeks ago, whereas now it's like, no, I want this. I want the other. I want to do this. And
being strong-willed about it. I also
want to say no to stuff as well.
Yeah, but being strong-willed about it is the best thing you can do. Like, for example, so many people told me not to have 9 bridesmaids.
Yeah, they did.
So many people told me that it was ridiculous to have 9 bridesmaids, that it was it was expensive, and it was like, it's not special then for the people that you're asking, and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, but I couldn't do it without any one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to do it without any one of them. So I'm going to have 9 bridesmaids. And in the end, people just were like, oh, yeah, cool, fine, whatever. Because if it's what you want, if it's what you really, really want.
Tell you what I want, whatever you really
I knew
want.
you were going to do that. Then that's all that matters.
Yeah, I agree. I think I probably, at the beginning, was like, oh, that's quite a lot. But then at the same time, I don't want to be taken off the list. So...
Yeah, no, you and Mom both were like, really, 9 bridesmaids? But then once I'd said, 9 bridesmaids, you were like, okay, if that's what you want.
It's your wedding.
Like, nobody was like, well, you shouldn't do that. Everybody was just like, are you sure?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm sure.
Do you know what, though? Yours were no admin at all. Do you know what? Like, some people have drama with bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Yours were just a dream.
Yeah. Generally, I have quite easygoing friends. And even if they're not that easygoing, they can be for the purpose of...
100%. They all just go on with it.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I think because in general, I'm quite easygoing, that's who I surround myself with.
And everything was just organised to a T.
Yeah.
So they didn't need to do anything anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't need to get involved, didn't need to help. They just had to turn up.
And I sort of, I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody asked. Absolutely every single one of them asked what they could do and how they could help. And like, I would have loved to have said like, oh yeah, come round and do this. But I am a control freak and I do like things done a certain way. Like when I was at school, if ever I had to have a costume for a show or anything like that, I'd say, no, my mum will make it. My mum will make it. And it was purely because I could say to mom, no, it needs to look exactly like this, or it needs this added, or it needs this taking away. And I could be a bit of a control freak about it, basically. And I could say, no, this is exactly how I want it. And she would go, okay, fine. Whereas like, I wouldn't say that to somebody else.
No.
I wouldn't say like, no, I don't want it like that. I want it like this to somebody else. So I think that's why I probably didn't really get people involved, because I was just like, and everything that mom did for me was watched.
Micromanaged.
Yeah. Watched within an inch of its life.
It just was.
Yeah, no, it was. And that's just how I am with those sorts of things. I like things done a certain way, and I know that. So it was easier for me just to do it on my own. And I think then people just were like, okay, well, just tell me what you need and I'll just do that then. But yeah, it is what it is. But making sure that everything is centered around you two as a couple, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I just thought of something,
Go on.
to personalise that I thought of before. If you can, having your dog as a ring bearer.
Or just having your dog there at all.
Yeah.
Or having something about your dog.
No, I was just thinking for the ceremony specifically.
Yeah.
Koopy's taking up all the room. Yeah, that's that one thing that I just thought of. I thought it was really nice.
Yeah.
Or like your nan or someone like that.
Yeah. Or having like your dog as a groomsman or a bridesmaid. You know what I mean? Or like your kids as flower girls or page boys. Like, you know, just having your like special people, you know?
Involve them how you can.
Yeah.
I
think we're going to split this into 2 parts.
Yeah, we weren't expecting to have so much to talk about.
Yeah, we weren't expecting to have so much to talk about. And it is Wednesday and the podcast goes out on Friday.
It is 10:30.
And it is 10:30. So we've slacked a bit on this one, but I do think we've got so much more to talk about.
There's more in part 2.
Yeah, that this would actually end up being a mammoth
listen.
Yeah. So it's probably better that we just do 2 parts, and then at least you're not going to be bored of us. It'll be more fun, hopefully, for the next one. So I think we're going to leave it here for now.
Yep. Okay.
So come back for part 2 next week, which we'll talk about
reception,
drinks reception, the evening, all that kind of stuff, like all of those additional bits. Cool. So for now, I'm Philippa.
I'm Hayley.
This was Confetti Conversations, and we'll see you next time. Bye.